Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Had a great workout. We made gains, already up $600 on the day, baby. I'll show you the gains to prove it, and I closed those trades. I traded on weeks and on NIKKEI. I had 2 trades open. Bang, bang, bang. One I was going to just take, but then when we had the initial pop, it was just too big of a move. I'll keep trying to creep out of my shirt there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Did you work out today? Did you watch a motivational video by Jim Rohn today? Those 2 things will change your life. I already did those 2 things, and I'm telling you, and I already made gains. Let's go, crypto livers! May God bless each and every one of you. I can't contain the energy. The positivity is just rushing through me every single Monday morning. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's decalcify the pineal gland. Get yourself on another level, believing you can, you are, you will, the best. And push yourself to alkalinity. Cancer does not like an alkaline source. It likes to be acidic. Let's get ourselves alkaline. The lemon juice, which is acidic, turns to alkalinity when mixing with your body enzymes inside the stomach. It's an amazing thing that happens. Let's get the lemon water going and let's break it down. I truly believe all my gains come when I started drinking the lemon water. It truly changed my life. So, hey, you do you, I'll do me. But if you want to accept these practices as success, I suggest you do so. Shout out to everybody here. Let's break down the live stream and have some fun. We still got liquidity for BOOKMAP down at 57,600. However, we did get the beautiful pump to the upside. Let's take a look at kind of what happened here for Bitcoin. And, why am I always doing something I don't want to do? That's when you have 1,000 windows open and 1,000 all the time, right? Anyway, let's take a look at my perpetual, see what's happening, and break it down. So this morning, what did I see happening? Well, I saw that we broke above the 200 MA here and got a beautiful move to the upside. Bang, 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 right? Then I started seeing this flag. So what I did is I ended up trading this flag, but I put my stop below the 200 right here. They tried to get me, but I did not get taken out because I used the 200 as support. Next thing you know, I was back inside the trade. Things were going well. And I had a pretty deep entry because my entry was probably here. Once this flag formed, I just saw that this was a flag likely to break out, and it did. Bang, bang, bang. Length of this pole, if you want to know where this flag would go, small ball would be just to take the length of this pole here. Okay, and take that. But I like to extend it to the end of this, that level, because that's the leg 1, 2. And it said we could get a pretty good move. And once we had the huge, massive candle, I knew that was the short squeeze. I got out. Then what I did is, if you go back in time here, I projected this flag and said, if the Stokes get low when we touch the 21, I'll jump it again. And when we did this, I saw a red candle come down. I bought into that red candle. Luckily enough, boom, we pumped up. I moved my stop loss, and I just took 98. I was up 150 out of the trade. I made 3 trades this morning, 1 on weeks, 2 on NIKKEI. I'm up about $600 on the trades. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in with me and made gains. God bless each and every one of you for being here. So blessings on blessings to be alive, man. I'm already really super excited. CME watch tool telling us 73% chance of that rate cut. It's very accurate. I've never seen it say we're getting a rate cut, and we do not. So it's likely we are getting a rate cut. But so far, 2 of the beautiful trades this morning. One up, lost 76 this morning when I did a short. 1,380, 196, and hey, up on the day. And then the WEX, I only traded weeks 1 time, and we made gains on weeks 2 as well. So, hey, it's a good morning. And I gave my trades to everyone in the trading group. I started this bear flag. It didn't look good to me. The second we got above the 200, I canceled the flag out. That's what I do because I'm like, oh. And so that's a really good example, actually. I could not talk about the fact that I was short this morning and just say I was the smartest guy in the room. But nobody does that. No trader is right every time. So I was wrong for a second, but I cut it off for 76 and was able to turn it into $600. You see, by not sticking to a bias, but if I was like, oh, I have to be right, it has to be this way, I would have got pounded, right? Or if I was like, I'm short and I'm going to get stopped out no matter what, but I am versatile. I could see that the system had changed. I took advantage of this move here. And then I wasn't greedy. There was bearish div. It was a fast candle. When the candle moves that fast on a Monday morning, that's the false move. False move Monday. I know there's a false move coming on Monday too. I rarely even trade Monday mornings. I don't even know how I made $600 already this morning. It seems kind of insane, but it is what it is. All right. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Actually, about 5:20 after the loss. So let's be honest, you know. But still, it's early. It's only 10 in the morning, and I'm already up 500 on the day. Let's see what the day could bring us. All right. I'm going to get rid of the small fry stuff here, and we're going to break down the big time analysis like we do. How is everybody here on the live? How's your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your auntie, everybody in your life? How's your dog, the cat, the chameleon, Chelino? How's everybody doing? Blessings on blessings for you to be here on the live stream. Shout out to anyone that's traded MEXC. We appreciate you and we love you. If you use my link and you trade MEXC, I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful thing. I love Mondays. I'm not kidding. It's new beginnings. Mondays do feel good, don't they? You know what? Every Monday I feel a little groggy at the beginning. I woke up this morning just like, it's a Monday. I got to bring my daughter to school and just, you know what I mean? And my daughter was a little in the funk and we were just getting ready in the morning, you know? And my dog, the cat, is awesome. Amen. You're funny. Good morning. Lifer has been so hard lately. I'm glad I found time to be in the stream. Life has been. Shout out to Hassan K. Armouche. We love you, Hassan. Have no fear, man. Your lowest lows mean the biggest gains are coming to you. I struggled for years of depression. Now I have years of love and joy. So it's almost like, hey, and again, I don't want anyone to be in depression for years, but I was, man. I was in a lot of pain for a long time. And, before my parents died, I used to talk about that pain all the time on the stream. That was my biggest pain. You know, my parents dying really put things into perspective, and we're not going to make it a sob story today like somebody said. But the Count's a great name for a dog. My dog, the cat. Yeah, what's your dog's name? The cat? Oh, yeah, that's the cat over there. I bet there's definitely a few people with that sense of humor. I did just eat honey raw out of the jar. Straight from Billy Eatman. Billy, thank you for the raw honey. You gave me a lot. But lemon water, raw honey, I mean, you can't beat the ensemble here. Bitcoin making a diagonal trend line. You know, you got to break this to remain bullish. You're looking just for Bitcoin to break that, and you could get a break to the upside. Can you double bottom here on the 1 minute? Or are you making a descender for a dump? We're going to get to you on the short term. We may even jump into a trade again. You never know. But I'm feeling pretty good about my wins, man. And I was even able to work out while I was trading. It's just and watching motivational videos. You know, we talked about today about weeding your garden. You know, you got to look at who's in your life. You're the culmination of the people in your life, okay? And you got to ask yourself, who's in my life? And what are they doing in my life? And who are they, right? And ask yourself, do they serve a purpose in your life positively, you know? Is there a positive, and again, it's not about saying you're the best and the greatest. It's about being around people that inspire you to be your best and be your greatest. You know, what happens is we look around and we have a garden and there's a lot of weeds in it and we need to plant flowers for us to flourish. Look at your garden. You know, you might have some weeds in there that it's time to remove. You know, ask yourself, who's in your life? What are you doing? And again, your habits. If you go to the bar all the time, then you're going to be around people that have the same habit of going to the bar all the time. I'll tell you what, how many billionaires are going to the bar all the time? I mean, some get depressed and end up there, I guess, at the end, but you know what I mean? How many really self-fulfilled people that really change lives are sitting at the bar today? Not many, man. Let's be honest. They have goals, they have dreams, they have ambitions. You know, was Tom Brady sitting in the bar? I'm just saying. You know, was LeBron James sitting in the bar? Was Kobe Bryant sitting? No. So I just want to say, if you spend your time at the bar, you got to ask yourself what is going on with your mind, because you're around everyone else that's doing the same thing. And it's just not going to be the move. I'm telling you right now. And I'm sorry to break it to you if I'm hurting anybody's feelings. I'm just giving it to you straight. Anyway, it's about weeding out our garden. And then when we weed out our garden, we can see who's in our lives. And who's in our lives is our behaviors. Anyway, this all has everything to do with trading, even if you don't realize it. I'll teach you all the technical analysis. But if you don't have control over your body, your mind, your emotions, if you have self-hate, self-doubt, you don't believe in yourself, it's very hard for me to turn you into a profitable trader, because you're not going to believe you deserve it, okay? Bars are boring unless you're trading and buying rounds for everyone. You're funny, man. Stand guard to what info you let into your mind. Amen. Amen. So in our trading group, we preach this. You're going to be around a different group of people that are pushing their mind, bodies, and souls to a higher motivational effort, that really care about progressing and that want the best for themselves and you. And those are going to be the people in your life. If you make friends and begin to make connections, and there might be even a lifer in your neighborhood We have lifers all around the United States. We have lifers all around the globe. You might just find a lifer in your neighborhood. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, back to brass tacks here. Less likely we're holding this zone now. You know what I mean? Getting bearish on that weekly close. All right. And again, let's take a look at that weekly close one more time like last night. But 58,712 was the open. 61.8 was the high. So we couldn't get back above 61,800. That was the problemo. 800s has always been an issue. I've always talked about trading around the 800s, right? 56,078 was the low, and 58,427 and 35 cents. We went down 285 bucks in the week. Wasn't too bad if you know what I mean? For an asset that big to only go down 285 bucks really is nil. So it was really a nothing burger on the week, but we did get pretty range bound, and that's what's been happening. The week hasn't done much, but we've gotten able to trade the volatility. All right, and it hasn't been easy, but if you just sat, I stuck to my system, and my system eventually pays me. You get it? There may be some bumps in the road, of course, but eventually my system does pay me over time. All right. So anyway, and again, we're starting off with the next week already looking a bit to the downside here. You know, not the best on the week. All right. Any lifers on the vineyard? Shout out to Canelio. I think there are some lifers on the, oh yeah, of course there's a lifer on the vineyard, man. My man Craig. Yeah. If you're on the vineyard, you can hit up my man at GMB TV. We talked about him. He's on the vineyard right now. Lost wallet in the ocean. Funny, right? GMB TV. This is Greg Bennett. I don't know if they'll find him because there's so many other GMB TVs. Let me see. Where does he go? He goes to Thailand, right? There he is. Renting in Thailand. So he goes around the world. He does cool stuff. GMB TV 6. Okay, so that's MV6. All right, he makes homemade NAS too and stuff. Pretty cool. Check him out. Learn more at GMB TV. All right, he's on his way to 2,000 subscribers. Let's get him up there. I'd greatly appreciate it. We get him to 2,000 subs. This is one of my best friends I grew up with. He does live on the vineyard, as somebody asked. And he's a lifer, man. He's a lifer for life. Okay, so moving forward, let's take a look at the 3-day chart. That's the coolest thing, too, about having somewhat of, blowing up, quote unquote. You can help your friends get some notoriety, too, along the way. People that have always been there for you and cared about you. That's my favorite thing about my channel and is helping people that I know that I grew up with, man. It means the world to me. So anyway, so we're looking at this flag here on the 3-day chart. Still not looking amazing, but we're hugging a higher low. Unless we break this level here, 55,600, then it says we would come back down to 51.9, and if we lose that, then you're coming down to $46,000, right? These things are definitely possible. All right. I'm officially a lifer, Maine. Thank you, brother. Hello, Jenna. Shout out to master friend in the house. I'm long, bro. I need a max win. You're funny, man. I'm out of the market right now. Too iffy on a Monday. I'm going to wait till tonight to make my mark. It was too good for me this morning. I don't want to push my luck. And you know who taught me that? You did, master friend. I used to push my luck. You're a voice of reason. Whenever I have a big gain, I hear you say, Sammy, relish in your wins, baby. And I love you, man. It's good to have good friends that teach you good things. And may God bless master friend. If you want to learn how to trade leverage at another level, we have a leverage mastery class inside of my trading group for an extra $300. Jump on it today. It's a one-time fee. And then you'll be able to take 3 mentoring sessions a week and learn about the candles closing on London, Asia. Heck, I need to jump into one of those sessions next week. There's always learning to be had. All right. May God bless everybody. And remember, you make other people successful. That's how you become successful. It means you let go of fear and you tell the universe you are full of abundance. All right. When you offer up your own attention, your own time for others, you're telling the universe that you care and that you have enough to give. All right. May God bless everybody here. That's what Master Fred does every day. That's what I do every day, helping each and every one of you. And of course, we take some monetary change. Everybody needs some gain in this life, right? And if you didn't pay, you wouldn't put it too seriously either. You wouldn't care about it. You wouldn't show up. You'd forget about it. Your commitment is your ability to educate yourself, And honestly, the education we teach, I went to college, one semester of one class was like $1,200. That's what that's what I charge really for the year. I charge less than that, like $9.99. And I know my information has paid me way more than my college has ever even thought of paying me. And I dumped way more money into college than I did into my education in cryptocurrency. So, $99, man. I'm telling you right now, just to even begin, and you have access to my course as well. Jump on it today, cryptolifer.com. It'll change your life. So many people read the testimonials. They are not made up. They come in by the thousands. Yes, by the thousands. All around the world, someone has changed their lives in almost every single country. Put your email address, hit consent, and just begin the connection with me, and we'll start an email address connection, and we'll send you on my weekly newsletter. Once you get that, I mean, you're going to realize how beautiful the education is every single day, every single week. So, okay, back into the brass tacks here. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. You know, I'm still in that bigger long, even though I shouldn't be. It's down like $700, you know, but I'm still in it. We'll see where it goes. What I'll do is I'll end up making so much swing trading that even if I lose that trade, I'll still will break even. You know what I mean? So I'm not stressed, but there's a chance that this still swings to the upside. I have the stop loss is way down here. The take profit is way up here. This is a bigger idea trade. All right. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But I want to see what this flag does. This flag could still break to the upside. We could still cross the dotted line. And I get it. Everyone says dump, and they're all bearish. And it could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And I'm open-minded, everybody. And this could be a shoulder, head, right shoulder. But the fact that we kind of came up, we should have began the dump. And the fact that this was when the head and shoulder should have played out. The fact that this wick came back up, to me, doesn't make sense. But and again, trading doesn't have to make sense, and nothing does. So it doesn't mean a thing. Anything can happen. But for me, it suggests that we're on the way back to a wick this big suggests that we're covering up here. Whenever you have a wick this big, it means there was a lot of emotions getting pulled. When a lot of emotions get pulled, what does that mean? There's a lot of stop losses still here. There's a lot of people still short. They started here. They're in the money. Came back up. They're still in the money now. And they're like, no, but I want to get back to where I was. And their emotions are keeping them in the trade. And there's a lot of liquidity up here. I'm just telling you. I'm going to show you this little indicator real quick that's going to blow your mind on the 15-minute. Let me just wait. Hold up. I'm going to show you something in a second that's going to blow your mind. I'll do it at about... It's 10. I'll do it about 11 o'clock, all right? I need some time before I show you what I'm talking about. We're going to cover some big-time ideas here today, too, as well, whether we're in a bull market or not, for sure. And I'm going to explain why we are definitely still in a bull run. And we're going to do it with backtesting charts and all sorts of ideas so you yourself can go to bat against anybody that tells you you're not inside of a bull run. And you could change their tune right away. All right. We are in the beginning stages of a multi-month bull run. And I'm telling you that right now, pretty stone face. Again, anything is possible. We could have a black swan event and we could dump. But even then, I feel like we would get back into the cycle of the bull run over time, no matter what the bigger macro has in store for us. But you never know, you know? Okay, so look, the 22-hour, which had that nice pump from the downside, gave us nothing and really is just consolidating yet again. This is where I start slapping on the moving averages. Still tight moving averages. The daily as well. Moving averages getting very close together. Yes, we had a death cross, but I'll tell you, you get these death crosses when you get very tight. Let me show you. Like here, we got very tight death cross, but it's like we're going through one of these. This reminds me, see this? This reminds me a lot. You know, this and this, they remind me of something similar in consolidation, right? Remember here, Bitcoin was overbought on the daily. You would say it was going to dump, right? Look, we were below, and look what happened here when we crossed the dotted line. People don't get, they look at the stochastics, and I don't think they truly, stochastics are highly sensitive. The big move really happens here when you cross the dotted line. Everyone thinks, oh, you're getting overbought. I mean, that's why I wait for the curves and the connections and the crosses. Anyway, big time ideas. So the tight moving averages still tell me there's a chance here for Bitcoin. And, you know, we may come down a little lower in bounce. And I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I don't want anyone to say, well, this is the lifer said this is exactly what's going to happen. Well, like this could come to the top of the channel, come back down. This could still be consolidating here for a move to the upside. We are hugging a higher low. You have to understand that trend right now. 1, 2, 3. Until we break this low, we are in a micro daily uptrend that could be beginning to build. You see? We have to take out the low at 53,000. or 54K, let's just say, and even the wick that takes you all the way down to $49,000. What a beautiful buy for anyone who sniped up Bitcoin at those prices. So getting tighter in the zone here for Bitcoin. Overbought. But once we cross this line, we could be getting a move. Getting overbought, I should say. As 10 hour looks like we can make a shoulder ahead in a right shoulder here. Still wants me to hold on to that macro long and let it wiggle. I'm risking like 2,500 for $7,000, right? And I'm down $600-700. We'll see what happens. I'm not stressing it. And I'll admit when my trades are down, I'm not a fool. I'm not that guy that's like, oh, there's a trade, and just never mention it again. It's kind of shady. I don't do that. I like showing my losses. I think it's kind of cool because every loss I've ever had in life has given me a win. So I don't shy away from losses. The obstacles are the beautiful thing in life. Every obstacle is a chance to tell the universe that you're going to meet the challenge every single time, baby. Shout out to the 1,289 people here on the live, 276 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Everybody, we teach class this Saturday, August 24th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Lifer Vision Trading Course. The second to last Saturday of the month. $150. Jump on it today. We will be teaching you, and we will be like reminding you every single day throughout the week. But jump on it, and you have 5 days to jump into class. You can email cryptolifers@gmail to pay in cryptocurrency. But you could also just hit the QR code and jump on in right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Of course, we have to say that with the lemon water, right? So this is a shoulder, there's a head, there's a possible right shoulder here for Bitcoin. And we're still holding on to the long to see what can happen here. And there's still a higher low. If we break this low, fine. Then I'll say we're in a falling wedge and it's going to be a different story. But then we're still holding on to the low above these. So we've been consolidating for some days now after the dump, and we're still holding on to a higher low. See, what I'll do is I'll put things in perspective for you, make you think, Sam is pointing out some things that I didn't realize, like I was so focused on this, but I guess I could have looked at that in this manner too. And then Sam also said, hey, he doesn't know what's going to happen. He's open-minded to believe that anything is possible. It's a good way to be in almost everything in life, right? So look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. That's a bullish divergence. Pretty good, pretty strong, right? After the bounce. So it tells us, and that's strong on the 1 hour time frame, a bullish divergence that strong is pretty good. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing back my voice. I prayed so hard and you gave me my voice back so quickly. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. Imagine if I was down and out without the voice for even 5 days. My goodness. It would have buried my mentality. Yeah, I would have bounced back, but I wouldn't have been happy about it. I'm telling you, I was trying to do I was like I didn't, it's weird when it's not there. Like I was doing everything I could and I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. It just wasn't there. And I realized, I was like, wow, man, I'm talented. I use my voice to do voices, to make jokes, to make people laugh, to make people cry. I said, man, to teach. I said, oh my God. I said, all my money, everything I have, a lot of my money comes from my voice, man. I said, that's insane. And I realized, like, if I couldn't talk, how insane my life would be. Pretty weird, right? Some people work with their hands. I guess I work with my voice. And it just, it hit me with a hard perspective when I couldn't talk. But thank God I bounced back as fast as a spring chicken, So, and I believe it's I prayed to God very hard and I meditated. I woke up this morning, say, dear Lord, thank you for the use of my legs that I may walk to the bathroom. There's someone that can't even walk to the bathroom because something happened to a car accident, something horrible. And so we want to say, dear Lord, thank you for the use of my legs. That may I walk to the bathroom right off the beginning of the day. I have something to be grateful for. And for the rest of the day, may I carry that gratitude throughout my day. And then we hit our trade. 30-minute got rejected by the 200 MA. Interesting. Always an MA kind of showing signs. And it hit, and we got a little bit of a death cross there on the 30-minute time frame. Interesting. So we're going to take a look at it. That's pretty ugly. All right. 15-minute 2 has the same kind of thing going on. So let's zoom in here. I'm just going to take off the moving averages for a second. So let's break it down one more time so we're not too lost. Bigger channel is this idea here, right? Boom, 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 boom. We all know we're in the bigger channel. We're halfway through the range. We should end up at the top of the range because we're going from the bottom to the top, and we've been doing that. So it's likely we'll head to the top of the range, all right? The 333 is getting oversold and showing signs of a higher low. The 333-minute time frame that I use every once in a while. All right, looking interesting. 45 doesn't look good. 30-minute, 33, they all look like they need to reset a little bit. 15 minutes interesting. And our 1 minute. Why do I use the 1 minute? Well, I'm always watching the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. And look, we lost it. We barely retested it. And that looks pretty bearish to me as well. So I felt like we had a fake out and we broke back inside. As weird as that is, that's what I see. Because if I were to connect this higher, I mean, and then you can connect this higher as, I guess, a weird falling wedge, but it's pretty chunky, pretty strange, you know? That'd be one of the weirder falling wedges I've ever seen. If anything, you could say it's a falling wedge here that broke out a few times now. See that? Shoulder head and kind of a right shoulder with an M pattern. Let me zoom in here. I'm sorry, we're straining. Like kind of a shoulder, head, shoulder. Bit of a complex head and shoulder here too as well. And almost a descending triangle here for Bitcoin. We'll be going over token metrics later on today inside the trading group. I'll be posting things to your fancy that you just might want to pay attention to or see if anything's kind of coming up in our radar, right? Interesting. So let me get back into the 1 hour. I'm just, I'm getting some mixed signals here, but I don't want to be too... I mean, the end of the day, I just call that a falling wedge in the 1 minute with bullish div. I mean, the 1 hour. That's pretty strong bullish divergence. However, look, resistance, you must flip 58,750. That's going to be the key area. You're going to have to flip 58,750. That area that we lost yesterday playing around. You break 58,750, you're likely to gap back up at least to 59.5. You see that liquidity zone and then even up to these wicks here. This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. I do see it kind of like wick to wick here. And this would also break us back to the upside. And you have a strong bullish divvy that we pointed out for Bitcoin. So do you long this here with a stop loss below this key level? I'm not touching it till Monday afternoon, even if it pumps up. I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm not going to overtrade on Monday. If I see something on the 1 minute time frame, I'll take advantage. So I'm looking for a long here for Bitcoin. Back to the top of the channel today. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Does it mean it's going to happen? No. But that strong bullish divvy, but resistance at the point of control. So we got to flip the POC and 58,750. Now, again, even though I said I'm flipping long, if you don't get back above the 58,750 level, expect more downside. Support or resistance trumps all. We must get back above this key level. We must get back above the POC at 58.5. And 58.5 has been a pain in the butt. Everybody knows it. We've been battling 58.5 for a while now. All right. God bless Jamie. God bless my whole team. God bless Sean, Jay, Lakochi, and everybody here in the trading group. We appreciate you, my wife, and the whole team that helps Crypto Lifers survive on a daily basis. Working on all these new things and products coming out your way in the next few months too. So stay tuned. We are working very hard in the background. I'm telling you right now, even if you don't realize it, to bring you guys so much value. And we're taking a lot of the money that we make in the company and putting back into the company to produce so much value. All right. And look at what I see here too. I mean, like I showed you on the 4 hour, there's that shoulder, that head, and that right shoulder. It would make sense that we could get a bit of a move here back to the upside. Moving into the smaller time frames. Want to make sense of this, but all I really see is like, I guess, a symmetrical triangle right here. That's 50-50, and it really, if we break down, it's okay because we could bounce, but that's a 50-50 pattern right there. And so, in the next, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes at the most, one of these ways is going to get picked, and you're going to dump or pump. And I know that's hilarious, right? But I mean, that's what we're going to get on a Monday. And then we look at liquidity, and we kind of start looking at our probabilities. Probability for Bitcoin is that we go further to the downside because there's a glob of red here, but there still is liquidity above us. But the most liquidity, the closest big red is 57,680, and then even down to $55,000. So it's setting up for a possible dump here for Bitcoin. We are below the 200 MA. A hedge would be to just open up a short with a stop loss on the other side of the 200 MA, right? So it would be like, let's see. Yeah, like this is more of going to become a descending triangle, which it could become. You never know. But right now, it's a symmetrical. That's another thing about trading. See how I almost made it a descending, but it's like, let's do the present. The present moment says it's not a descending triangle yet. Let's take what the moment, you know what I mean? So right now, we're in a 50-50. It's a 50-50 ball right now. These mainly break to the downside. You know what I mean? Most of the time when I see this pattern, it's dumping. Specifically in the last 2 to 3 months too. Does that mean it's going to dump? No. But you were just bullish on the 1 hour. Yes, the 1 hour looks interesting, but I don't know what's going to happen to price action. I'm waiting for price action to tell me what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, man. Not a clue to me what's going to happen here. Okay? Shout out to anyone that made gains. Who made gains in the trading group this morning? Trading on the long. And who didn't give it back? Who took profits and made gains? Shout out to Krypton Boy. Shout out to Satiq Trader. Shout out to Stephen G. Shout out to Paul Wood. Jasmine Guy Crypto. Shout out to Josem86. Jokum86. Shout out to Emery Perez. Appreciate you with the team. 1 month countdown. Put a 333 if you made gains in the trading group. Let them know. No way, this is 50-50. This is clearly bullish. Okay, whatever makes you happy. You did it nice, Emmy. 333 gains every single day. Yep. 333. Good morning. Man, a 56-meter yacht sank in Palma today. 7 crew died, including the chef, a friend of mine. So sorry, man. Moment of silence for my buddy's friend who's a chef who died on a boat that sunk. Dear Lord, we don't know why you take the ones we love, but bring us closer to you in these times of need and not further away. Amen. I mean, that's my biggest prayer was that I didn't leave God's side when my mom died, right? Shout out to Satiq Trader, man. God bless you, man. Why say shout out to me? Thing I will say the same. Who said shout up to you, my man? Shout out to Satiq Trader. I said, what up? I said, what up to you? I didn't say anything negative to anybody, man. God bless you, brother. I don't know what happened there. It's my birthday, turned 32. I'm getting old. Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say what. Can everyone confirm? I didn't say anything to Satiq Trader. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I said, what up to Satiq? I thought I saw your name and said, what up? Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. It's my birthday today. I don't tell people to shut up on my trading group, so I don't even say that. Yeah. I didn't make any money. I wasn't trading. 333. Usually you get way more 333s, but we got a good amount here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's been no... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just going to move on. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, true. They were just kicked out when they don't agree with something. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Every day I get a 333 for just the knowledge. It doesn't have to be dollars. I appreciate you, Sam. You're a good man, lifer. I found you. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. I said shout out. It's so weird, right? And now somebody, isn't that funny? Now he hates me. This has happened to me 3 times. I actually was nice to somebody and then they hate me and then they go on a campaign online. This guy's a horrible dude. Yada, yada, yada. He told me to shut up on the lot. You know what I mean? It's insanity. Like I tell someone I love them and they say, he said he hated me. And then they literally tell people I'm a mean person. So sorry, due to your accent, my fault. Thank you. Dang, I'm so happy you came back, man. Because if you didn't, I was going to start like having a nightmare, bro. Hey. Now look, we're breaking the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. That's my go-to for a swing. I love this. Let's see if we can get the long, you know. I just take it to liquidity at 58,931. And I just want a mini stop loss, like right there. Like, I don't even care, like 58. Let's see. Warehouse or choice you're chopping. We may jump the gun here, but let me, you know, I trade this blindly in front of you guys all the time. Might not get no love here. Might not. We may not get the love we're looking for. Speaking proper English. I'm a Boston Latin graduate. So here we are, 58,317. I mean, I trade this blind. I'm not going to give anything back that I made today. Well, look, 80 bucks for 5.5. Almost every time I open a long above the 200 on the 1 minute, I get paid. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see if Sammy can get paid again here on the long. I love if I easily get stopped out. People are going to be like, yeah, he's the worst trader ever. Yeah. But then they'll miss out on the greatest secret on earth, right? And this is going to take a few minutes here for me to confirm whether I win or lose this trade, and then we'll go from there. Already up a quick $16. Should adjust already, though. There we go. And I don't get scared. I just sit here, and either I get stopped out or I make the gain. And that's why I didn't put a lot in. And I'd still be up, you know, about, what, 470 on the day if I get hit off here. I'm telling you, breaking this, the bots eat up this move above the 200. I don't know why. It is a false move Monday, so be careful. But the last time we got a nice pump there, too. And we want to wait, really. We're waiting for the white line to get pulled up to the 200 MA. Usually I like to wait for the white line to be closer. That's the only thing. Look like, yeah, we might have to come test the 21. This is just the battle that I take every day, and I take this. Either we touch the 21 and I lose the trade, or we keep the move. Looks like I may lose the trade now based on what I'm seeing on the 21-day moving average, but you never know. The bots seem to eat. Look at how the bots wicking. It's a battle right here. And it's not a coincidence that there's a battle at this yellow line. Wow, look at that green. That candle is just, that 1 minute candle is getting, it's a battle of the ages here between the green and the red. You saw that battle taking place on that 200 MA? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'm looking for the short squeeze to the upside. We do have this little red bar here that we may catch the mark hard at 59,200. All right. Look, here we go, man. Here's the pumpage. Look, Sammy's getting it. I do this every day. I should start using like 50 grand on these. And I'm already up for the day. I just want to take a little more. Oh, there we go. We're getting really too far away from the 21-day moving average. Telling me I'm going to take whatever this candle gives me in a second here. 53. Come on, keep going. I want 100. Daddy wants 100. I'm keeping it close to the bone. I got 77. I just want 100. Just give me 100 and I'm out. I'll be so nice. I'll be a good boy if you just give me 100 bucks. Not asking for a lot. Oh, it got so close. All right. All right. But there you go. I mean, that's going to happen almost 90% of the time when you get above the 200 MA. All right. Now, you're getting too far away for the 21, but this thing could pump. This thing could get crazy. I always sell early. You know that if you watch me on this. But I take my gains. And remember, I'm already up on the day. I don't need to be giving money back. I just want to add. If I do this 2 more times, 10 more times, I add another 500 bucks to my day. And I was only in the trade for 3 minutes. It wasn't like I had to be in the trade for a long period of time. All right. Now you're getting away from the 21-day moving average, but this is beautiful because I know now once you break the 200 MA and you come back to the 21, that's another good positive trade. So look, I can reset my mind. I can use what I just made as a stop loss if I so choose. And I can decide to get back into the trade now here as I set up the trade before it happens. We did this earlier today and we already took gains on it. And then look, on top of all this, you can almost say that this is where we retested the top of the pattern there. Look at that. And that has a measured move that it's on its way. And that tells you that there's some more gains possibly coming. And that adds up to the same area at 58,750. The key area that we need to break, right? So it would be smart to take some profits at 58,750 if we were in a swing trade. And things are starting to align and make some sense. It doesn't mean we're right every single time, and it doesn't mean we're going to win every trade. What it means is we have a plan and we go at it every single time and we execute. It's all about adding to the purse, compounding the gains. Don't worry about what anybody thinks of you. Everyone chose 6,000. I need to make $6,000 because this guy just posted a gain. I don't care what the next guy did. I'm competing with myself and my own balance. It's about where I'm at. At the end of the year, do I have more money in my account than I had before? I'm a winner then. You see? Now maybe there's some things I could fine tune and be better at, of course. But, you don't want to say everything you're doing is great. You always, you're working at progression. All right. Oh, dang, I never got... People thoughts would be, don't put food on my table. Amen. Battle for the 5-minute 200 MA. That was something we were seeing too. The 200 MA has been a battle on the 5. We break that, we could get a move. We got that last trade I made was a push up, but then we lost it. So you can always keep the 5-minute in the back of your mind there. And this is what you want to see. And what I do is I start setting up this trade way before the trade happens. 58,750. 1 to the T if I want, And then the stop loss is 58,355. We know 58,500 is substantial. Every time we gain above it, it is a key level. And then we can risk 100 again for 340. The point of this too is if we lose this trade, we really only lose 50 because we just got 50 out of a little scalp. I think we got 70, but we'll take after fee was probably $50. Look, that initial just buy above the 200 is just paying you too. It's just paying you. Had I just held it, I'd still be in massive gains. But I don't do that. I like to pay myself. But this thing looks like it's going to continue to the upside. Look at this. Now is the 5-minute breaching the 200. That's going to create a frenzy. Wow, I'm surprised we started pumping as fast as we just did there. Without this 21, it's unlikely. I patiently wait for my model. Of course I got vexed. Of course a little bit of my human nature wanted me to grab that green candle, but you can't do stuff like that. And you'd be like, damn, Sam, years of trading and you still, sometimes I still get the urge to do the wrong thing, but I'm good at not listening. That urge never goes away to blow up your account. It really doesn't. I don't know why. But you just don't listen to it. You never act on it. You know what I mean? Never act. You refuse to act on it. It's 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 5, or I'm not taking the trade. Proper risk management, or I'm not doing it. You see what I mean? It's the only way you're going to grow an account the proper way, in my humble opinion. You'll win some big ones here and there going an 8, and one day you're going to ape at the wrong time. Your emotions will get the best of you, and you will blow up an account. You're not different than any other human being, and every other human being has done it. So my goal is to not let people lose their money. You know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking this financial advice, but I don't want you to lose money. I want you to gain an education. And you got to have a system every time you go in and go out. You can't just be willy-nilly. It doesn't work like that. This is the Twisted Sister. And I'm already half set up for the trade. Now, I could adjust these numbers, but they're already set up, and I can see what's happening. I know what I'm going to risk. I can see the parameters, and I can kind of see the setup. All right? And I have a model that I'm waiting for. I really like to see this 21 touch price action before we get a move. Unlikely that we get it, but it's looking like we're just going to get a Monday punch. And then we're in the back of our minds, we're watching this 200 MA on the 5-minute. We break that. That's going to be a pump just like the 1 minute. And you could set up that trade if you'd like with a stop loss right here. I mean, an entry here, stop loss right below. Go and see how that would play out, and you can put the numbers in. The only way you could trade the 1 minute properly is if you see the trade beforehand. That's why most people are like, oh, the 1 minute scares me, because they don't calmly set up the trade before they get in. The 1 minute's not that scary, man. Look how slow it's moving on a Monday that's supposed to be heavy, volatile. Oh, you know what I mean? All right. Let's go. Positivity leads to greatness. Say, man, you're a good mentor. Mondays are always good to take profit. Yep. Can feel the momentum building. Come on BTC 333, yeah. Does 99 trading include education stuff like masterclass? It has a beautiful course inside of it, a content directory of like 50, 60 of my videos or more, all teaching you how I trade. And then if you take my course on top of it, it will just really put things in perspective and begin to build that mentality that you want. for greatness. You know what I mean? We're all here. You know, you surround yourself with great people to become great. That's the number one thing. The people around you are going to be the people that change your life, right? 100%. And so if you want to change your life in a positive way, you got to be around positive people. Number one. You want to be around accomplished people if you want to accomplish things. People that know how to get things done. People that have work ethic. People that are always on the ball. Those are the people you want to be around. All right? I'm just saying, you're the culmination of the 5 people that you hang out with. Who are you hanging out with? What are you doing with your time? If you're not getting, the TA as fast as I am or picking up on it, it's because you're spending your time doing other things. It's not priority to you like it is to me. It's not as important to you as it is to me. But then you won't get all the things that, the successful people get then. So it's like everybody wants to hate and say all these things, but everyone could be in the exact same place I am. I'm just a dreamer who went after his dreams. That's all. And made sure to do it every single day with consistency and make it happen, right? So you could do the same. I inspire you. And that's why everyone should be great. Whenever you post something about your greatness or something that you're doing and someone hates on you, my new thing is don't hate, be great. You know what I mean? Like, don't hate, be great. Like anyone could spend time hating. Let it inspire you to be great. I could look at a guy driving his Bugatti around and be like, oh, what a rude dude. He's just thrashing his money around. Or I could say, hey, don't hate, be great. I mean, he got a Bugatti. Maybe one day I could do that, just because I want to, because that's the reality I want to live in. Anyway, now I'm waiting for the pump to touch the 52K. That's resistance. Wow, 52K. You mean 62K, I hope. Early short position holders, hold your positions for 5 to 6 hours. You caught that fake crypto yeah. Porsche is better. I hate the market makers. Yeah. Lifer, we're about to pump. Oh my God, look at that. Huge move to the upside. And that's the 5-minute crack of the 200. That's fireworks, man. I wouldn't be surprised if that creates a massive move on out. And look, had I just held that trade, dang, right? Again, the 1 minute is so deadly. I didn't trust it on a Monday, though. Some bearish div now, though, like indicator swinging down, or price action swinging up. We're still away from the 21. I would not chase. I would not chase. I do not chase. I wait. You don't have to chase. You just wait for the model. Coming back to this 21, and you're back. You kept saying that, Sam, and now we've missed out on massive green candles. I agree, but it is okay. Hey, that's my model. Sometimes I miss. Wow, we just broke the 200 MA there, though. See, if I chase now, it's like, but that's another strategy. Just let me delete everything here. Just aim, you just get in whatever. We did this earlier on the 1 minute. It played out. It's still playing out. You get it? Same exact strategy on the 1 minute time frame. Did I not say jumping in right here was going to pay off? How many people jumped in right here with a stop right below the 200 and made massive gains? You'd be up right now beautifully. How many people did it? Anybody? Anybody? To me, you're going to come back to this 21 day. And then we have an even bigger move here. 333, baby. Yeah. Remind me, I said I wanted to show something around 11. I forgot what it was, though. A lot goes through my mind during the stream. We're coming back to this 21, resetting the stochastics, and then we could pump again. See, we just readjust the trade a little bit. That's 363. 59,000, we could go even now. And you just wait for the 21 and price action to connect. Well, what a beautiful move there. So look, it shows that buying above the 200, boom, but just don't be greedy. That only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, like 30 minutes to make. That's a beautiful gain on the morning. 58,003 all the way to 58,006. $300 on Bitcoin is a good. I made $100 on like $50. I would have made $300. And again, who needs to be greedy? I would have made more money than I already made today. but I'm showing you the strategies that I use to scalp the market on a daily basis. You know, and if you up the ante, fine, you can make $6,000 a day. You know, it's up to you really what you want to do. Yeah, but what did I want to show in the charts? Yeah. Up forward since the start of the stream. Thanks, Lifer. Shout out to Hassan, man. We love you, bro. Don't give it back, man. And that's one of your bigger gains of the day. Walk away and enjoy the day. Come back tomorrow. You know what I mean? You don't have to trade all day just because the market's 24/7 and just because there could be a big move. You don't have to trade all day long. I know I do. I get it. You're like, but Lifer, you trade all day long, and I get it. But I'm obsessed and addicted to trading. I mean, I do it all day, every single day. I mean, it's my life. I teach it, I live it, I breathe it, I dream it. It's my profession. It's everything I do. And again, there's nothing better in life than finding your true passion and doing it every single day. You'll be so fulfilled and you'll never feel like, I don't know, nothing around you will make you feel like you have to chase. It'll all make sense. Wow, this is bullish. A lot of times I just blindly just buy the 5 because if I keep watching the 1, I may miss out. Like the bigger liquidity, I like to go to the biggest zone of liquidity. It's up there. And 58.5 is a really strong support or resistance zone too. So you not only do you have like my signal going for me. So this could go to 59.8, really. Stop loss would be just below. And again, this is a 10-to-1 if it hits, right? 58.449. And again, we're not going to get greedy again here, right? Remember, I already have a bigger long open too. I'm happy that we bounced here. Look at that. That's how you make 27 bucks in 31 bucks in literally like under a minute, right? And we're here trading on MEXC. If you want to jump on into MEXC, jump on in. All right. Link in the description below. All right. You can also jump into WEX. If it doesn't apply to you on MEXC, you can jump into WEX. WEX or Weeks has the same thing going on. We can move our stop losses up and down. We can make gains on Weeks, on the perpetual. All right. And we took gains earlier today on Weeks. It was awesome. I was moving my stop loss up and down. Similar kind of idea here too, though, on the 5-minute chart, right? Whenever you break above a 200 MA, I mean, it usually pumps. I don't understand why. I just started doing it blindly and making gains. I use other strategies too as well. But when I see this and I don't take it, I've lost. You know, it's crazy. I want to see that 21 curving back up though. We took this flag here to the upside earlier today. It was just this flag that I played. It was a beautiful trade. Simple stuff, really, right? Again, battling the 200 MA here on that 5-minute chart. Same thing on WEX. And again, you don't have to risk a lot in these trades, right? Profit would be 59,357. You may go with change. I mean, to me, I'm gonna get out somewhere in here when the green candle pumps. I'm usually never getting out at the profit. I'll get out of the target if I'm not home. Most of the time, it's funny. Some of my biggest trades are ones that I just let be, right? Look, we risk 80 for 350, right? And I'm late there. And you can move the stop loss up and down here on WEX. Nice and easy. Super awesome. All right. Shows you what's going on, shows you where you're at. All right. So the same trade here, and we could manage both trades. All right. I keep them next to each other. And again, blindly buying the break above the 200 and trusting in the move. That's it. Even though it's a Monday. and just not over risking ourselves and not trying to be a big shot here. I'm already up on the day. I'd love to show more gains because no one else got to see the other gains, but people just have to know that this is what I do every single day and keep watching me. And like I told you, like we knew this candle was going to move. Like we're predicting candle movements in front of you. Like this is the second time we've done it. Like it's sickening. Like, and I do it almost every single day. It should make you head spin. You know what I mean? You can move the stop loss to break even now. I don't have to lose anything but a little bit of fees. And that's a monster, you know? It's a monster green candle on the 5-minute. Now you're already in profit on the trade if need be. You're a small trader looking for small wins. You're already in the game. Look at the size of that candle. We knew, you know what I mean? This happens when am I a time traveler? Do I do voodoo? No. Somebody asked, is it magic? No. You know, it's just a way of life. All right. And again, I really keep the stop loss below the 200 and let it fly, baby. That's what I should be doing. I'm not risking anything really. But I like to win every time. We are away for the 21, which tells me to be careful. See, that tells me to be very careful. Tells me I may only make like a quick buck. And if I just get stopped out here, so be it. Looks like I may, right? Crazy volatility. I want to look at the 1 minute, but I'm almost like, what if I look at the 1 minute, everything changes? Way away from the 21, that's coming down, you see? Chance I stay in the trade if I just keep my stop where I'm supposed to keep it and let it rock. But I don't like this 21, man. Usually pointed up and headed to the 200, not pointed down. It's kind of bearish. Same thing here. You got bearish divergence now. And that's a break-even trade with a flash close, right? I don't like where the 21 is. It doesn't look good to me. So I'll just get out of break-even and call it a day. A tiny loss. It is above the 200 MA, but there's some things here that are telling me to be careful. And it is Monday. All right. Did get a nice candle, though. I want to say to Sam, it can't possibly keep pumping so I can long full port, you know. They were, yeah. Class this Saturday at 9 a.m. Yeah, class is this Saturday at 9 a.m. Jump on it today to get into class, all right? It is crazy how you will defend the 200, though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get a crazy short squeeze. Mondays just sketch me out. Tuesday, I'd have more boldness just to sit there and let it cook. But Mondays sketch me out, I will be honest. So let me see if I can see something now. Like, so the symmetrical triangle broke to the upside, right? So far, so good. We can get rid of that's like a napkin. Like, we took care of that. That shape got us where we needed. You know, and you just keep finding the shapes that matter. I mean, this would be cool if we make a nice pennant here. And you're getting a golden cross there, which tells me that it's possible. And so then I start building that on the perpetual. The 5 minute staying above the 200 tells me good. So I keep the 5 minute in the back of my mind. All right. And I tell myself, if that 5 minute can keep above the 200 MA, then I could probably keep trading this. And if we get the bounce here off this bottom trend and we create some type of beautiful move, I got my next scalp coming, right? Again, I've been doing this for so long and I've seen so many different shape sizes and moves that I can kind of see what's going to happen before it happens, but it doesn't mean I'm right every single time. All right. Shout out to the 1,537 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 427 likes. We love you. We appreciate you and we care about you. Thank you so much for being here. Spread the positivity and love in your life to everybody you know. And you're going to be full of love, light, and positivity because that's what's going to happen. All right. Work out every morning and you'll be full of endorphins that are going to make you feel good, that help you make others feel good. That's what I do. I've found that the body is a chemical thing and I can trick the chemicals in my body to do the things that I want them to do. so I can feel the way in which I desire to feel. I am therefore not, playing victim to my environment, and anything is possible with me, right? And anything can happen. Notice each trade could be different each time I do it. It's all creativity. It's like you create the trade like you create a picture or anything in life, right? So while that 5 minute, now we got a fake push above the 200 once already. Do we get it again? Right? That's why I watched this 1 minute time frame. $58,560. We'll go take a look at Bookmap again for you to show you what we see happening. Oh yeah, we're going to show you why I believe now. It says we're going down to 57,600. There's really no other liquidity there. And both sides now, if you look at the Gaussian, it has a Gaussian blur on it, as they say. 57,004 could take us even fast, and they still got the liquidity at 57 and 55,000. Interesting. Pump up to the, yeah, just get my system in place. I went back, paper traded on in a while, yeah. What is the class on? The class is my entire system. You get a 9-point checklist. You get a 9-page PowerPoint showing you all proper risk management, how and why I go in and out of trades, how I set this up, how I use the long tool, how I use supportive resistance to find my stop loss. It also shows you basically every single indicator that I use and why. How I put it together. We go over supportive resistance, trend analysis, divergences. You get homework. And I really believe it's your guide to becoming one of the greatest traders that you could ever be. Because I know how to get you where you need to be. Because I got myself where I need to be, and that's how I can help you. So I did it, and I do it on a daily basis. I show in front of thousands of people how my strategies work. I take gains out of the market on a daily basis. And, so and I show you guys exactly what I'm doing every single day and how I'm doing it and why. All you got to do is come to the stream and keep paying attention. The key is the 21-day moving average in the 200 MA. Understand what moving averages are and how important they are to my strategy in conjunction with the VRVP and the stochastics RSI. These things will all be answered in my course. It'll blow your mind. For $150, you won't find a better course. People are charging you thousands of dollars. Thousands and thousands of dollars. All right. Yeah, 7 minute rejected the 200 MA there too as well. I see what you're saying. And again, then you go to the symmetrical on the 7. And we're back to this, and then you can say, okay, 7 minutes. And again, it's a constant maze of patterns and movement. Most people's minds aren't ready for this. They get overloaded in the first hour. Of course I was when I first began. You think I could do this live stream when I first started? No way. That's why this live stream is so unique. It took years of trading even to perform the live stream, even to do the TA the way it's supposed to be done in a fast and efficient manner. Took a long time to understand how to use all the shortcuts, see what I'm saying, and explain it in a way where you can actually learn from me on a daily basis. I want you to change your life. I want you to pick me up at a jet. I want you to fly me to your beautiful home overlooking the water. I want the lifers to show me a life I've never thought possible. And so I'm going to show you a life that you never thought possible. Together, we can form Voltron, right? And that's what we're looking for here. So now you're looking for the 7 minute as it gets tight. You could wait for the 7 minute to break the 200 for the next bigger long. There's so many ways to attack the market, and I'm giving you, 100 different ones. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So how are we still in a bull run? All right. I'm going to show you why. It's put city on the tech. Yeah. Stock low on the 4 hour. Is the class every Saturday? No, only once a month, the second to last Saturday of every month. What are your thoughts on the bull market being over or close to it? We keep getting lower highs and lower lows over time. RC Moore, I don't know who told you that, but you're not making any sense to me. Yeah. You're not in a bull run, a bear market, unless you break like 200 MAs on some serious time frames for prolonged periods of time. All right. Here's the Gaussian channel on the 8-day chart. Even the 3-day and the 4-day, right? But on the 8-day, every time you get above the Gaussian channel, you begin a bull run. And you're in a bull run till you get back inside the channel. We are nowhere near getting back inside that channel. We wicked close fine, but we did not go back inside. If you see us go back inside this channel, then so be it. We are entering possibly, you know, every time we have, it's been a bear market. Every time the 8 hour has entered back into the Gaussian channel, we're in a bear market. Until then, we are just not in a bear market. It just doesn't make any sense. Also, if you're into trend analysis, it's a simple thing as this. Here's your low. There's your highs. There's your low. There's your high. There's your low. There's your high. There's your lows. You would have to break this low and close weekly candles below this level for us to really say that the trend, now we would have a lower high, a lower low, and then we'd be in a downtrend, and then we'd definitely go into the Gaussian channel. We would lose the 2-day and the 3-day 200 moving average, and then the 5-day. You'd lose the 5-day 200 MA, and things would just get really, really bearish. All right. So I just want you to understand that, no, for a fact, we are still in a bull run, in my humble opinion, based off just pure logic. Anyone who says not, in my humble opinion, does not know how to look at the charts and has no idea what they're talking about. But again, that's just me, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just telling you how it is, but I think someone has to tell someone how it is at one point. Like if one guy says it's bullish, but he doesn't know divergence, and there's a serious bearish div, and he's like, I'm so bullish because my someone has to sit him down and say, that's bearish div, dude. You have to know what bearish divergence is. I know you got a strategy. I know you got a system, but you need to understand what bearish divergence is. And if you don't know what bearish divergence is, then I don't think you should be trading for a living. So like, everyone has a system and a quote unquote idea, but like, you got to get with the terms and you got to get with the facts. It's just important. All right. What do you think of the pi cycle indicator? I think it's amazing and it works. And the next time it crosses, I am out for Bitcoin. It will call the top for Bitcoin. It has every single time. And that's where I'm going to get out. So I'm going to show you where I'm going to be getting out for Bitcoin. And I'm going to be clipping it out and sending it out later on today. So that's a video I'm going to make for you guys later on. All right. 7 minute getting tight. Anything is possible here. I like what I'm seeing here for the 7 minute time frame though. Consolidating inside of a symmetrical triangle. They get faked out, braked out twice. See if we can make like a diagonal trend line. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. I mean, there you go, right? I mean, you got enough touches there, and then it bounced and retested the falling wedge. Can we please look at POPCAT or Banana Gun, my friend? Thanks for all your time. Shout out to Bear Adjacent for the $5 Canadian. Remember, you can send it a TA, Super Chat or Deep Dive. Anything you want to talk about, let us know here. And let's jump on into the fan funding. $5 Canadian from Bear Adjacent. Good morning. Can we please take a look at POPCAT and or Banana Gun, my friend? Thank you for your time. And we'll get back into the live chat. Watching this 7 minute symmetrical triangle here for Bitcoin. No trade open at the present moment in time. All right. Nice little flag forming there. I could definitely get busy. I'm always just looking for the trade. That's how I'm able to trade, because I'm always looking for the trade. I always believe there's opportunity. And if you believe there's opportunity, guess what? Guess what? Who's going to answer that question? If you believe there's opportunity, guess what? In the chat. Guess what? If you believe there's opportunity, guess what? In that chat. 10-second delay. I'm going to take this long here. I like it. Looks like we may get a bounce. Stochastic's pointing up. Flip that 21. Bit of a Sammy cup and handy to the upside here. Cup and handle. There is opportunity. You find it. Exactly. There is opportunity. Amen. Exactly. There is, baby. There is. I believe there's opportunity here, so I'm finding it right now. Up 19, 21 bucks in a half a second. All right. Let's be calm, cool, and collected here. Remember, the 5 minutes still above the 200, right? That's very bullish. Very bullish sign. And again, nothing means we're going to win for sure at all. No guarantees in any trade we make. Oof. I don't like to lose. Should have already started pumping on me. You should have already started pumping, man. What are you doing? Not doing what you're supposed to do. It's a Monday. You should be pumping by now and continuing up. I only eat green candles. No tomatoes. Ooh, 12. And that may be it. We didn't get it. I wanted to see follow through, quick follow through. So many of my trades pump as I'm in them immediately that I'm just like, either pump immediately or I don't want to be in. It's like either make me gains, show me the gains right now, or get out. All right. You could say it's trying to bullish or retest the top of the channel on a smaller time frame. Maybe that was possible, the 30-second or something, the 1 second. 58,500, the key level of support or resistance that we just, you know, we were battling this area at 58.5. Every time you look at the charts, you're at 58.5, 58.5, 58.5, 58.5. There's a conspiracy at 58,500. You know what I mean? I'm the same way typically, right? Because it's like it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do. I mean, if my strategy works, then it's supposed to be pumping immediately. You know what I mean? And so I fine-tuned it to a point where like it just like it's got to do what it's got to do, or like I'm like, nah. So I've cleared up the fact that we're in a bull run. Remember, I'm the guy that bought Bitcoin at 19K in front of everyone and told you that we bottomed at 15,000, 16,000. I found the weekly divergence and said it every single day on multiple channels, from BitBoy to Sin City Crypto to everywhere. I kept saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is what's guaranteed to gonna happen. You know what I mean? So we're battling. Stochastics still have legs to the upside here. Trade back of the green. That's why you don't panic sell. Come on, man, pump for me and show me how to make those gains, baby, gains. And again, remember, we already won of the day. We're just adding to the trade. Once I'm up $500-600 of the day, I'm a pretty good day, right? Because if I do that every day, that's like $3,000 in 5 days. It's a nice extra 12,000. It's like 140 grand a year. And I don't even need it. That's just not to be, I shouldn't say that. I love every dollar I get. But you know what I mean? It's not like it's, you know, that's an add-on, and then I could put that in something else. I usually mainly use these to fund other buys in spot. So if I make $2,000 of the week, or $5,000 of the week, or whatever I make that week, I'll put back into spot. All right. Wow, so heavy resistance here at 58,600. Just can't seem to get back above that level. A lot of profit taken there. A lot of people afraid that we're not going to pump. A lot of bears. A lot of bears eating right there. The bears are eating, not letting us, thou shalt not pass, man. Bearishness at the front. It seemed like we could get the move. Forming more of a symmetrical triangle here now. Tweezer tops on those candles, not the best sign. But can we make the move? My life is the 1 minute candle. It's all to the POC of the flush this morning. Fear of the dark bears. Too much bears. We will pump tomorrow. 5 minute golden cross. I know, things are looking pretty good. I'm front running that golden cross of the 5. What's the difference between the 150 trading course and the 99 group? And which is the best to join? I mean, the 99 group is where I am every single day, posting all my updates. And there's a course in there. And honestly, you don't need to take the 150 course. I would just join the trading group. But the course really is for people that are like super serious about just getting the information at the fastest rate possible. And I really think the course will just accelerate your learning, you know, but it's up to you. I think everything in life that you offer to people with value saves them time. And I truly believe the course can save you some time. All right. There we go. Sammy held on just long enough. I can move my stop loss up a little bit there. Shave off some risk. Let this thing cook. Did I find the daily bottom, friend? Master friend. Did I find the daily bottom? 58,066 coming up to liquidity. We have this level here, 59.4, but it's just not strong enough. It's not a lot. There we go. Now I can put the stop loss right above break even, and I can't lose any money now except for a tiny fee here. False move Monday makes me want to flash, just take it or limit it. There we go, though. Some follow through. Not a surf. Too far for the 21 curving there. Not a good sign. You want to see the 21 kind of curving up. No love here. Let's move back. 2 times in a row I made $50. See? Didn't take it though, but it was $50. It's like, come on. I'll take this 27. And if we make a flag, I'll get back in. But I'll just take something off the table. Sorry, I'm usually not silent. I'm just sitting here in thought here, looking at the trade's pretty similar. Take profit would be back to 59,326. And this is what I do. I mean, it's insane, right? But this is what I do. And I just go at it over and over again. But I just don't over risk. And then back to the 5. Where are we on the 200? Still above it. And again, I mean, that's why we were on the 1 minute. We made this trade and it played out over time. Said that this is going to continue to pump. I may set it and forget it finally on one of these. Just let it cook. Stop loss gets to be below the 200 MA here, or just about, right? You don't even have to have it that close if you don't want to. That's a 6 to 8. Could go all the way to a 3 to 1, 58,445, 142 for 500. And again, yeah. Start getting risky. Like, you know what? I made so much money today. I'll just risk what I made. 400 for 17. And if the market gets really crazy, sometimes if I see a real bullish move, I'll take it, but not on a Monday. High stochastics, right? I'm going to segue out of here for a split second. Still watching this 7-minute symmetrical. You kind of see what's going down. Let's take a look at the DXY here for the world and see what's happening. So we talked about the DXY heading further down. And in the last few hours, that's just exactly kind of what happened. It now has a slight bullish div, somewhat like Bitcoin, but it's got this falling wedge and a support of resistance. So look, it just made a new resistance at 102. It's pretty bearish for the DXY. And you got bricks selling off. There was some bricks news too yesterday that made bricks more appealing apparently, and a little more dollar sell-off too as well. So more cross-border payments for bricks. And I see how they're going to implement some type of blockchain technology too as well to do their own thing. Lifer Boy, I just started watching this week. You crush it, brother. Great stream. Shout out to FY Fishing, man. God bless you. Thank you for being here. God bless you for jumping on into the live. And so we're looking for the DXY really to continue this downtrend. And it looks like it may get somewhat of a bounce here, though. It may get some like a relief rally. So what we could do is we could draw a projected bear flag. Say, could it stay in this and then continue down? That would be ideal. But, you know, what goes down must come up. Like, eventually it might come up a little bit. Then that may be the bear flag, and we'll dump further to the downside, right? But it looks like we might get some pumpage back up. Only time will tell. I'm not guaranteeing it. $15-minute, like, see, it has this bullish divvy on it. The RSI is moving up while price is moving down. You know, tells us we may get a bit of a not a huge bounce, but just some bounce up to back to 102.20. All right. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Remember, I said I was more bullish on it. And I was like, look out for a move here. A lot of my squiggly lines. That's great. So I projected this flag. And we were saying, hey, it's likely going to go further to the upside. They're going to print. But look at this little flag they made on the 4-hour. You can front run the golden cross. You can see it coming. And so likely getting into the S&P now as they start to print the money. And this is that next leg. Boom. Right? And it's going to take you to August. Wow, it says by the end of August, this thing could pump. So it says in the next 2-3 weeks, we're going to start getting a pretty hard pump to the upside. I mean, think about it. They're not going to wait to pump right when it's time. They're going to pump. So 2 months from now, they can say, look what we've done. You know, look what happened to the economy. Look how good it is. So they're going to print the money to create that vibe. So I see this continuing. The 4-hour getting that pump. I'm telling you right now, that's that little. I would not be surprised to see this thing continue to 59990 in the next 2-3 weeks. Yeah. I'm a noob thinking USDT is bearish. Black and white flag of the moon. Full moon pump. Sam, last time I made 1,500 USDT trading profit with you. Thanks. God bless. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Any advice about them coins, Gala and Phantom, bro? Send in a super chat for teas and deep dives. My man just asked about the Nike or the Nikkei, right? However you want to say. So that took a beautiful bottom, and you can see wants to break the 200 MA on the daily, though, which is usually a recovery sign. Every time it's done that, it's either toyed with the 200 or bounced back to the upside. Also going to pull a Fibonacci here from Impulse. And you can see we bounced pretty close to the 786 Fibonacci retracement. Interesting times to be alive, right? It's back above the 200 MA, which is a bullish sign for me. So far, so good. Let's take a look at your 3-day. 3-day never lost the 200, even got a bounce. 2-day same as well, bounced technically off of the 200 MA. So here, I would watch the 4-hour time frame in this flag, but if they're going to start printing, and people are going to probably go back and mess around, but this will break the 200 MA and probably continue to the upside. It actually has a bigger leg. And again, it's as simple as a flag. That's a bit of a cup and handle. It's also, it will have remnants of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. This will be your neckline. It tells me this could break out even more. It says that this could go to 46,000 into all-time high. Or is that all-time high? I think that is. I believe this thing can get to the all-time high. So after that pullback, seems short-lived. They're going to print money. Everyone's going to print. And where's that money going to go? It's going to go to the stock markets from around the world. US dollars, you name it. And so I see the Nikkei continuing to pump here. Once it breaches the 1-hour 200 MA, that's going to be your first sign of a big bullish move. Then it's going to breach the 4-hour 200 SMA. And then you're going to get a monster move back at least to the liquidity at 42,447. So I'm bullish on the Nikkei. Yeah. Yo, lover, what's cracking? Shout out to you, man. I've made a killing on the Japanese yen versus the USD. Amazing. The moon should be a nice place where all that crypto is there. There's so much crypto on the moon. That's where it's all stashed, everybody. We just got to get to the moon, and we can get that crypto. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for the super chats. We appreciate you, and we love you. Send in a super chat for T and Deep Dive. Any coin you want to go over, talk about, and break down. So that trade's still looking pretty, right? Inside of a bull pennant. I traded this exact pennant earlier today. Above the point of control. at the 21, tight moving averages. Stop can be still below the 200 SMA. I just have to take that trade right now. It just looks too good to me to be true. I'd rather lose this trade than not take it and watch it dump. It just looks too good. You see? I just hit too many trades like this in my lifetime. That Monday, Schmonday, fun day, one day, it does not matter. I got to take my attempt at this trade. So I jumped into another trade here. Take profit sitting up there at about 59,326. Stop loss is 58,445, right below that 58,500 key level that we've been battling all day long. It looks like a bull pennant on the 1 minute time frame with tight moving averages above the point of control. That's something that I go for with the stochastics, giving us room for movement to the upside. Stochastics are aside. Point of control, VRVP, support or resistance, risk management, hit. The discipline. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. The discipline. Rinse and repeat. The discipline. Rinse and repeat. The discipline. Rinse and repeat. You gotta have discipline to be a trader. You gotta learn discipline. I will teach you and I will make you accountable every single time. Look, another 30 bucks in a minute. We've been doing this every time. Had I done that 3 times, right? That's $100. I'm just showing you how, it does add up over time. But we're looking for the big kahuna here. We keep going at little trades, losing nothing. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? To go for the bigger win. Instead of everyone else who keeps losing and losing and losing, I just take, I can see what's supposed to happen. Look, this kind of has a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder vibe to me. There we're up 41 bucks in less than a minute. You know how we do it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We just had 1,600 people here. It dropped down to 1,380. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, keep coming back, everybody. Keep coming back. We're getting the move here to the upside for BTC. And I feel like just taking that today because we've been up that many times, so many times. So I'm going to get greedy with my stop now. So crazy how I will put a stop there so many times, and then you'd be surprised how a massive candle ensues. Stochastics crossing the dotted line is a momentum indicator that more momentum can come into the trade. If you're already in and you get that cross, it's usually a good sign that you can get some follow through to the upside. That's why I love my stochastics RSI and what they provide. Getting these pumps, but no follow through. But again, even just to take 50 bucks 10 times on Monday, 4 times on a Monday is a blessing. There, they hit me off there again. A little far away for the 21-day moving average on that 1 minute, right? Is the 5 minute still above the 200? It is. The blind buy above the 500 could still be connecting right now. This may even want to continue as well. 5 minute is looking bullish to me. They're going after these shorts. Remember, I'm still in the bigger long. So you got a pre-golden cross when that crosses too there again. That's a bullish trade too that I'm willing, it's like, man, I might just take this setup and let it cook. Take profit here would be 59,627. Eventually one I let sit and I walk away from the computer, right? I don't live trade every trade. You can't. 58,396, right? And again, below that, that's psychological support at 58.5. You lose 58.5, we may go down further again, so it's like whatever, right? High stochastics tell me to be a little careful with red showing. A little bit of bearish divergence there. 7 minute wants to breach that 200. The 7 minute cracks the 200 MA. We're going to get a nice pump. Very likely we're going to get a nice pump. Anything can happen, but the odds then increase by like up to 90% that we will pump. I see it almost every single day, so. So look, that's this 7 minute that we're just showing you too, see? And it is about shapes and sizes, but it's all about other. I'm not just using the, like, I'm not just blindly trading the shape, right? There's a point of control. There's moving averages. There's so much more going on here. Banana curve 205,007. James Bond model. That's so funny, man. Can you take a look at PONKE? Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Value channel. Let's take a look at PONKE on Dex Screener, right? Let me get Dex Screener up and running there. Actually, PONKE is on MEXC2 as well. Honestly, it's worth looking at because this coin's really been doing its own thing. Had a huge pump, right? From here, it just kept mooning. And you'd think, like, when is it going to finally kind of come to its happy spot, right? 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's a double bottom. I don't like the look of this. Almost looks like there may be more downside, but it is on a key resistance. So let's delete everything here. Take a look at the moving averages. Look at the daily. Whenever I look at something, I want to see it on the big scale. I mean, see, that's like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That's, it's also a meme, man, that nobody cares. You know what I mean? It could, I guess, I mean, that would take it to 0. So, but that's a bearish sign. It doesn't look amazing, right? You can't really put it inside of a flag or anything. I don't know. It's pretty weird chop. I'll be honest. I want to almost put it in one of these. And then say it faked out, braked out. Like, this makes the most sense to me, but it's tough. Faked out, breakout, still inside the wedge, and the wedge wants to bounce back to the top. I wouldn't touch this. You know, I didn't get in early enough. Maybe I'd swing trade it. I'm personally not going to trade it. But it does look like it could get a bounce, right? At the same time, I mean, I don't know. It's like it's rolling over. And the people that are in it are pretty fickle because they're meme people, right? And they're not really like hardcore technical analysts. So I don't know. It just tells me, I don't know, to be wary of, you know. I'm just like, they're the ones who are going to panic sell the fastest, is all I'm saying. And there's no utility there to help that really balance it out. Like, if it had utility, some people are like, well, I'm in it because I know it will collect fees when it does this next week, and it's the exchange for this, so it's the market maker for that. But that's just not the case for PONKE. So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bears news. Like, I wouldn't touch it. If it breaks back above 40 cents, then you're like, okay, because it's showing signs of life. But I wouldn't be surprised if it came down and tested 23, and then it may even come back into this chop at 13 cents. And then that big level back at 6 cents too. So I don't know. It was definitely a big bearish divergence there for PONKE. And it's not easy to, it's not an easy chart. It's definitely a messy chart. I'll give it to you. That 5% Bitcoin to mine in 120 years. Amazing, right? Bro, you keep checking the $2 super chat, but did look at my $5. I'm laughing. We're going to look here. POPCAT and or banana, my friend. Thank you. Yeah. I just had to get Dex Screener up and I forgot. That's all. Yeah. You also asked for 2. We don't do the 2 thing, the double up. Remember? I don't know. I'm just messing around. But we started that. No double up. Because if everyone asked for a double up, we wouldn't be able to get to them all. Yeah. We'll take a look at POPCAT. Is this it with no locked liquidity? If a coin doesn't have locked liquidity, I really don't want to look at it. How does it not have locked liquidity at $391 million market cap? And how's it all the way back to 0 with a market cap that big? I'm confused. This one might be the right one. This has locked liquidity. Yeah, I think I was looking at the wrong one. So there we go. Make sure you got locked liquidity. All right. Look, this has the same head and shoulder pattern. Pretty nasty, right? This looks just like PONKE. So memes are all kind of, I don't know, man. They don't look good, I'll be honest. If anything, they're like, I guess they're in broadening falling wedges. They got to break back to the top and defy the head and shoulder pattern. This looks just like PONKE. They're exactly the same. See, I mean, they're identical. Bitcoin getting tight and right here, possibly before a bigger move. Stochastic's getting a little overbought, but can't it survive? 5 minutes staying nicely above the 200 MA with the cross coming, the 21 finally crossing the 200. Bullish sign if price action comes back to the 21 without losing. And even right here is a little flag. It's almost, a bit of a symmetrical triangle, almost rising wedge here that has some signs of a move. And that's the trade I'm looking at right now that's likely going to make a pump. Looks interesting to me. I'm going to open that long and let that one cook. That's a long I'm probably going to let sit after the stream and see where it goes. All right. Oh, I limited in there, right? Well, what's funny? I'm going to attempt to do the limit orders. There it goes. That was way cheaper fees than marketing in. I remember the guy that said, I watched this dude, he was like, I don't know who it was, but he was like, marketing in it, limiting it is a scam. And I'm like, what a weird, like, saving money is a scam, man? Like, all right. Care to check Pendle, similar to PONKE, but not rolling over yet. Thoughts on the chart structure? I mean, I like Pendle because it has a real use case. Pendle's nowhere like those little memes. And Pendle's hot, right? Let's take a look at Pendle. Pendle's a coin. If I was going to accumulate any coin in the, the RWA space, I'd be looking at Pendle. Pendle looked nice here. Once it lost that, look bearishly retested, and then it dropped to the downside. We haven't looked at Pendle since. Been a long time, right? We can still use these support or resistance levels. But that target has now been dismissed. So Pendle with the slow burn, right? Further to the downside. Still a bit of a falling wedge here that could break anywhere to the upside or to the downside. I like what I'm seeing here on the falling wedge. All right. This thing could do some damage and get all the way back up to what? $10 over time. Pendle, baby, Pendle. It's funny. It's coming almost back to its October lows, right? Back at $1 right now. You took a bounce off 194 for Pendle. So Pendle, I mean, the altcoins are the lowest they've ever been in weeks here. Almost all of them. If you're still holding on, if you're still here, I mean, congratulations, you have staying power. But I wouldn't be surprised if these alts take one more hit back down one more time. I'm being honest. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean it's going to happen. What you really want Pendle to do is break back above this level here at $3. It breaks 3 beans, 305, 310. Then it's like, okay, like that'll be a place where I'd be able to swing trade it. If I really believed in this project, which I actually think this is a great project, it's a good DCA right now. Pendle's definitely, and Pendle likes to pump. It's also something you got to take profits on, though. It pumps, comes back, pumps, come back. It pumps pretty hard, pretty fast, because people rush in to get the gain, and then the yield changes, they sell off the yield. And I see it a lot, so. What do you know? We made 25 bucks in a minute again. Another green trade. The second we enter the trade, it goes green. It's called the green trade guy. But we got to make sure this one, we really want to make the bigger gain today. Can we get it? It is, you know what? I'm so proud of Monday. Like if this was my Monday, I'm so proud of it. Because Mondays chew up. You know how many people got chewed up and lost all their money this morning? And I publicly was able to manage the market and from this morning on. And so you got to just, and I'm saying that to myself because you got to say that to yourself. You got to be good to yourself. If you're not good to yourself, you can't be good to others. You got to fill yourself up. If you don't fill yourself up, and that doesn't mean thinking you're the best. That means being the best person you can be for others. Because when you're the best person you can be, then you can really be there for other people. And that's when you can change the world. So by being the best for yourself is really how you become the most considerate person for the people around you. You're going to be a better father, a better parent, a better teacher, a better YouTuber. When I work out every day, and I listen to motivational speeches, I'm a better person for you on this live stream every day. I don't get into the trolls. I don't get into the nonsense because I have a goal of 100,000 subscribers. And once we hit that goal, we have another goal of 250,000 subscribers, right? And we'll continually up the ante until we get there. However long it takes, however long the journey is, we will be on the journey. The winner is the person that never gives up no matter what. So many days I didn't want to, it was hard to persevere. Internet up and down, you name it, the computers. So many times there was reasons for me to want to give up. Not feeling well, losing my voice. Who knows the reason? Getting in your head, losing a few trades live. Thinking that you're never going to be able to recover and become the best trader that you are. All these things go across my mind. I'm a human being. But it's about showing up every single day and pushing forward. People believe in that. People believe in someone that doesn't stop working. And it doesn't mean you're a workaholic too. You need to know when to rest. All right? Taking a meditation throughout the day. I will meditate today. I will take a moment to look at nature. All right? I listened to Jim Rohn today. He was talking about working hard and being busy. And busy doesn't always mean you're getting things done. Some people are so busy, they get so many things done, but they didn't get anything done. He made a beautiful example about a guy who cuts trees down for a living. And he cut down 10 trees his first day. I'm going to work so hard. Next day, he's like, I'm going to work even harder than that day, but he only cut down 9 trees. Next day, he's going to work even harder. He worked even harder an extra 2 hours. He only cut down 8 trees. He went home not understanding. Said, I've worked harder the last few days, but I've cut down less trees. I don't get it. And the older tree guy went up to him and said, hey, when's the last time you sharpened your saw? And he's like, and he realized that he was so busy cutting trees that he didn't sharpen the saw. And therefore his saw wasn't sharp. He had to work extra hard. He couldn't chop as many trees down. So our focus is so key. It's not always about working the hardest. It's about working the most focused energy. Where is your focus? Where are you putting it? I know people that can spend 2 hours on the charts and make way more than you, or other people that spend hours on the charts. Why? Because it's focused energy. I can set up a trade, look at it on the 1 hour, set it up, go out for a day, come back, see the setup hit, get into the trade, manage the trade perfectly, barely look at the screens all that day. Why? Because it's about focused energy. Where is your focus? A lot of people are watching people on YouTube and they're learning how to trade, but they're not learning anything. They didn't do one demo trade. They didn't put one thing. They didn't do any back testing. They never tested one strategy. That was me. 3 to 4 years watching all sorts of people online, but never having a defined strategy. I'm fine. I knew what the stochastic, I started learning. I guess it all came into play at one point, but there was a lot of wasted energy on me just busily taking in information and not presenting it to myself in a way where I could use it. Okay? That's happening to a lot of people online, and I saw that on YouTube, and that's why I started this channel. Find your why. My why for my business is because people were getting confused on YouTube. They didn't have anybody to show them the beginning to the end stages of the trade. How do you get in? When do you get in? Everyone was kind of showing just a piece of it, but not showing it all. I felt like I taught it more than anyone else on YouTube because I wanted to fill those blanks, because I yearned for those and I never got them. I watched everyone kind of gloss over all the ups and downs, but I never got the actual, well, how do I get in and how do I get out? Please help me. And I was so frustrated that I became the person that I wanted to see online for other people, because I don't want you to feel frustrated anymore. That was the beginning of my business. My business was born from me being frustrated as a beginning trader and knowing that there was a void out there that needed to be filled. Okay? And I see it every day. I see it. People yearn to see the person enter and exit the trade live. They yearn to hear the example of the trade. They want to see this. They want to see the loss. They want to see you lose in real time. How do you handle the loss, Sam? How do you deal with losing? How do you bounce back up the next day after taking a beat down? How do you have mental fortitude to keep going every single day, no matter how the market makes you feel? And I tell you how I do it. I do it by being here every single day with each and every one of you, and you do it by being here with me. And together we create that synchronicity. And honestly, I have a place to go every day because of each and every one of you. And I'm a blessed person because of that. Up $10 in the trade, but it, again, doesn't look like we're going to win here. Dangling with that 200 MA. Put my stop loss so I can only lose like a bean. Actually, it'll pay for the fee, right? Yeah, $5 lock. See, and in that way, you don't have a lot of losses on the balance sheet. And if this pumps, so be it. Let it pump. You see what I mean? I want to see it turn green again. Adjust. And again, if you have the time to watch the trade, why not perfect the entry? If you don't, then I just slap on the stop loss and I do my thing. But it all depends. All right. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here, and it's 11:56. Stochastics look like we may dump. Lower high there. Again, if you lose the 5-minute 200 MA, I will flip bearish. Okay, you need to stay back above the 5-minute 200-day moving average. Very, very important. And look at that. You can see when you curve down like that and you lose the trend, this is a beautiful trend line. When you lose the trend, you're likely headed to the 200 MA. That's what I've learned. You have the point of control, then the 200 MA. And it could just be we're going into a bigger pattern of consolidation here. That could have bounced to the upside. Anything could have happened. You must be open-minded. The open-minded trader is the person that takes the most advantage of the market. Remember, the person that doesn't know where Bitcoin's going has the ability to take most advantage of its volatility. Remember that. Repeat those sayings. Whenever you believe where it's going, when you say, oh, it's going to go here, or you tell your buddy, oh, we're pumping, then we're dumping, then we're doing this. I watch it every day and I don't say stuff like that. I watch the charts more than other people that talk like that. And I'm like, why are you talking like that? Like, you don't even know what's going to happen. You're setting yourself up to get rocked and wrecked. You want to have longevity. It's about being here every day for a long period of time, not just for a year, not for 2 years. This channel's been here since 2019. 5 years of teaching people how to trade. 5 years of putting it on the line. 5 years of being here. And we're going to be here for another 5 years. That's the plan. That's the goal. All right. And we wouldn't be able to do it without our beautiful channel sponsors. Shout out to iTrust Capital, a place where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver, and get ready for your retirement. Again, plan it for the future. And this is where you can park some Bitcoins and leave them there waiting for when it's ready in time. Shout out to anybody here that found out about iTrust Capital through me. I really appreciate that. Just the other day, a couple that was in this stream said, hey, we both signed up. I really appreciate that. Anybody that uses any of the links from my sponsors, it's awesome. It creates a good relationship with me and my sponsors and you and me. I thank you very, very much. So if you want to jump on into iTrust Capital, we have a QR code on the far right and a link below. And who could forget Ernest Lee and Decrypted.tax? I mean, where else would you want to do taxes but with the guy that knows what he's doing when it comes to cryptocurrency and taxes? Get started now today. Preview your capital loss reports. Find out more. NFTs, DeFi activities, and more. Comprehensive services in every aspect of your digital transactions. And it's accurately accounted for. They will do it better than anybody else at Decrypted.tax. And there's the dumpage that we were seeing possibly coming there for Bitcoin. Why I skipped out of my trade there. And if we lose the 200 on the 1 minute, we will dump. And this could be a false move Monday. Dump. Didn't make the move out the flag. Didn't go as planned. Nothing is perfect, see? But Sam, you said the long, and then I lost all my gains. You can never do what you see someone doing on YouTube. You can only understand the knowledge and the education. You might not be able to use the knowledge the way I do it. You might not be able to pull off your emotions. You might have way too much emotions to be able to go in and out the way I can. I don't use emotions because I can see the data. There's a chance we bounce off the 5-minute 200 MA, but if we do not, that's going further to the downside. Your target would take you all the way back down here. You go back inside this flag and, there's a gap in the VRV to liquidity at 58,000. And look, Big Red sitting waiting at 57.6. So it looks like we're going to take a dump here. But you never know. 58.5 again, the battle for 58,500. We should call today the battle for 58.5. Everybody, I'm out of here for the day. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let me take a look at it. Sam was one of the few guys who believes in each and every one of us. I believe in all of you. You know why? Because there was people that believed in me when I didn't. There was people that believed in me when I didn't. And I know that if I believe in you, you can become as powerful and as amazing and one of the most successful people in the world. All of you possess the ability to become one of the most amazing people in the world. Everyone here could be a billionaire. Who here believes that they could become a billionaire one day? Maybe this is the first time you've ever said it, but say it out loud. Say, I believe I could become a billionaire. You don't have to say you're going to be the cutthroat person and rip every head off and become the richest guy in the world, but just say it's possible. It could happen to me. There's a chance I could become a billionaire. Put a 111333. Put your hand up. Say, yeah, I could become a billionaire. Me. Say me. It's possible. The possibilities are endless for everybody here on this stream. The second you think they're not, then they are not. You must believe that there's endless possibilities for you or there isn't. You are the reason that you're going to find endless possibilities or you're the reason that you're not. I must stress this every single day, that you bring every opportunity into your life that comes into it. You are the reason. It's not luck. It's not random. You are creating your reality every single day. Please understand this and push forward every single day and use God's energy, man. God is a beautiful being with the right type of energy to get you going. God is aligned with your thoughts, aligned with your process, aligned with your life. God knows how you feel. God is there every step of the way. God is the true Father of us all, you know, there to be there for you through the ups and downs, no matter what. God is there, man. I'm telling you, whenever you lose faith, you know, come to this live stream and I'll tell you how not to lose faith, because God is there for you. Second, you don't believe God is there for you, God is still there for you. See, that's the difference between opportunity and God. God is never going to turn his back on you. That energy wants you to succeed and wants you to push yourself because it wants others to feel good and feel great. So when you start feeling good and feeling great, the universe knows that you're going to help others do the same. And it's going to start helping you do that. So if you put other people's success above your own, your success is coming so fast and furiously, it's ridiculous. Every day I help somebody make a trade. Every day I help someone get educated. Every day somebody learns a little more about how to learn, about how to manage their risk, manage their emotions, and manage the education, right? Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you all tomorrow for another beautiful, awesome, motivational, mind-bending, and just high energy, high frequency live stream, man. I'm so grateful for everybody here. May gratitude be your guide. Gratitude is the attitude of abundance. People make fun of it. People joke around, you know, oh, no, no. But you know what? If you really truly get it and use it on a daily basis, it will change your life. I'm going to go at this again above 58.5. Every time we lose 58.5, I'm going to leave. Every time we get back above, I'm going to go. We're back above the 200 SMA for a bounce. This flag may play out. Target is a little lower. I'm going to send it all the way to 60,000. Can we get the pump to 60K here? And I may get out anywhere else, but I'm going to let this thing cook, and I'll show the trade later on. But take a screenshot of this right now. Follow the stop loss to the red, 58,278. I think that's what no, it should be 396, right? Yeah, 396. And then the target was, I put 59,627, but I raised it up to about 59,969, almost 60K. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me jump back into the fan funding. Make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments or concerns here. And shout out to Bear Adjacent, Nicholas Arena, Crypto Value Channel, Crespo Crypto, and Bear Adjacent. Thank you so much for the $15 in super chats. You people are absolutely amazing and very, very loving. That's very, very nice of you. May God bless everybody that gave on this beautiful, beautiful August 19th day, man. A wonderful Monday. May you have a wonderful day. May you go after your dreams. And may you accomplish every single thing you put your mind to. May today be the beginning of the rest of your life. I love you all. Do you know what the secret to success is? It's getting started.